So I would be saying just a second off, but still. Also in the background, the usual stuff happening. I'm still not sure why the fuck it's doing that. I might need to fix certain things elsewhere. There's the Dark Bomber was next to back again with ITG3 Encore on Pomu with another of the colorful tags, quote unquote. Okay, this one is just not doing anything in the background. What the fuck, please? I have it reconnected. It should be loading. Either way, going in here. And this one is also not live because I'm actually testing stuff with it. Pretty much. Just to pretty much check in terms of is it going to be doable, yes or no? That will make it for sure in terms of what to expect. I have it currently only player 1 only. I have an idea in terms of how, I mean, I already have it that way because in actuality I did not have it there, so I should be having to check there as well in terms of it going along with stuff, in terms of, since there is no preview, it's not blinking over in here because it's been set to beat and not to I think it was global. I would be saying global because music would be also doing nothing. So yeah, in that aspect, going in. And one thing that I do not know is, okay, is actually there. Of course, this wasn't much, so there should be a bit more in here. that was a bit more over in here, but I'm not sure about the 30. Yeah, because I'm not trusting it. That's a bit more, so it should be doable. Well, okay then. I would be saying I can't be going higher because that's a bit much. Pretty much because it goes way too high. And there is not much of a difference between them in terms of both. The usual. I would be potentially saying all of them are doable. That one I'm not sure. It's supposedly not. It's even higher than what's been rated. course it was on the easy part because it wasn't much. Otherwise, this is now going to be something else. Why has it been rated like that though? On both ends. Okay, I'm not really. I might have an idea on why it has been rated this high. It's again for something that I haven't fixed. Whoops. But I would still attempt this one. Even though, yeah, there aren't that many. It depends. Okay, it was pretty much doable, but it was not as easy as it has been said by whoever did that. Or whoever said it as 23, because that's not a 23, especially if there is more than before. It is pretty much a 29. I was about to say 25, what the hell? What is this doing in here? And a whole lot of doubles, so yeah, very much a no in here, especially with what the hell happened at that in the middle there. So yeah, on to going there. Hidden on that one. So yeah, pretty much I already said something about thingy-majiggy. And we apparently also got something that we could be potentially going through as well. Especially if it's pretty much double in terms of difficulty. On my end. So yeah. was okay-ish. So we'll be then checking what the hell is going on at the other one. It seems to be doable. Okay, screw this one in here. Why is it? It's still the same in here. I'm still not sure why it's doing that on that one. Or maybe is that I actually went into the options, so that should not be the fault over in here. Actually, it pretty much depends on stuff. Maybe because I went in there. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have certain other things to check, quote unquote, but still. I would be saying if it's a little bit of a certain threshold in here, then it's pretty much already a bit too much. Also, I'm not really sure about this one. Especially since there isn't much there. I mean, it's not much, but I would be saying I'll be checking that one out because it's less than everything else, but still. That wasn't much, so what the hell happened at that one section on medium? Okay, it was doable and it was the usual stuff that I would have retroactively nerfed for certain things for what I would be doing. Geez, what the hell. That's a bit much. And of course, that's way too much. That is a bit much, so I won't be going there, even though it has been rated low. I don't think it's actually that. Especially it's a 12, but it's a 21. What? Should I still pretty much check what has been set for medium to pretty much make it obvious that nah, I'm not trusting you jackasses? I can already guess it has mostly doubles. To check the options again, because I have it set as that. Fuck off there. I just have it there just to make a point if it's actually that. If not, then fuck off. Fucking finally. Sheesh. Do I need to do this one every time? Either way. Same thing in here in terms of actually lower, but it's for everything actually. God damn it in here. That's why I have SPS in here. Because nobody else can do stuff right. No, it is pretty much so easy because it is at least a certain rhythm. The thing is, it's an easy rhythm. So, yeah. Nah. I have to do everything of he. Whoops. Whoops. Damn it. Pretty much on combo breakage because of stuff being stuffy. And yeah, it just goes up a little bit, just... That last one was just what the hell. Clean 80. You know? Okay, fuck off with doubles in here. They were there. Those were the ones that screwed me over. God damn it. Seriously. Doing one thing and then another. It is pretty much almost like double, but actually separate. And... for fuck's sake. There could have been one where the whatever, I'm not even explaining stuff. Also, wait a second in heat. Yeah, there is pretty much what is then going to happen, pretty much double. Which is pretty much terrible. So yeah, in terms of that, the usual, that's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not even going there very much, so... This one's on par, so... Already did at the end. Still, in terms of everything else, this is the only one I can do in this song. Because elsewhere will be going a bit too much. So, wrong button, the usual. Also, yeah, in terms of checking where the null measure is, it is pretty much somewhere in the middle, which means it might go desync there. Also, why the fuck is it that? Yeah, because of a whole bunch of spikes in here, that is pretty much that. So I might be going in here just to say stuff is bullshit in here. Also, the null measure thing is something that is also not live. I don't believe I put it live. It's just for me to check and to be known in terms of if there are stuff that I know where it is. That was that over here. So I would see what the fuck is going on in here. Okay, pretty much I would be saying it's still a bit harsh because of patterns. Because I wasn't able to check in time in terms of where stuff was going bonkers in there. Still. Also... fuck off. Have it a true under 30. I actually have it a 20. Yeah, fuck off. Even if a song is good, if I can't pass the easiest one, which was not easy. It was pretty much premium, I almost wanted to say medium difficulty, like. Seriously, cut that shit out. 0 points. Also, in terms of stuff, I keep on saying it. If I would have been a judge in here, it would be automatically disqualified. I mean this. Fuck's sake. Have one for the beginners. Thank you very much. You sluts. I am seeing stuff at the end there. Fuck off already. Seriously, what the fuck is going on at the end there? Is the only reason why SPS is this high, otherwise it would have potentially agreed. Fucking stop it with the end stuff. Have it consistent. Otherwise, you would be getting points deducted. Should have been. Fuck's sake, pretty much. Yeah, I'm not even checking downstairs because, gee, yeah, it's even worse. I am not even going to attend there because it's going to be a whole bunch. So this might be only that. For fuck's sake, same thing here. Leave it with the bullshit stuff. That's pretty much the reason why I'm not going there. I said something. Sound mastering. was fucking terrible in terms of sound mastering, and some things were a bit too much. And I'm not even attempting here, because especially this is looking worse. I would be potentially saying 36 is actually alright. And we have this. The hell, please? I would be saying I'm not even attempting what is downstairs, because it seems like it has the same problem. I might be not making it through there if I would be going there, so... Bit more on a doable range in here, but still I said something about medium. Also, I fucking hate this mic stand, for fuck's sake. Yeah, double checking on stuff. Yeah, pretty much there. Whatever, continue. And what the fuck is going on? Hey, it's been rated 26 and it has that much. How about fuck off, you retard? No, wait a second, that was dead. That is dead. Still too much. Fuck's sake. I'm seeing something else in the background not going. Okay, also, for fuck's sake, in the background, why is this actually crashing on the web browser now? For fuck's sake, Orini. Fuck's sake, have it there and have it there. Thank you very much. Jeez, what the fuck? First time when that happened. And it is still going on somewhere else. Also, yeah, I said something. Wrong button. Wrong buttons! And it will be pretty much going there. There won't be much else except for just certain things. So still. I was expecting it to be a... Well, it was a triple, but it wasn't that one. Thought it was a 3/4. Nah, it was just 2-beater. So, whoops on that one. Still, on what to he. it still had certain things in here. It was almost okay-ish. Well, it was okay-ish. It could have been better if it weren't for certain things. Pretty much most of the pumps, the doubles, that are pretty much where you have to go out of the way to be prepared for them. Seriously, what the fuck? Might be everything. That one was doable. The usual. Put on to the next one. In terms of which isn't that much of an improvement. It just adds a few things. Which is not even 100 total. was a bit more. Yeah. So what's on the other? Wrong button. Yeah. Oh, just... I was mentioning a few times because I can't get those. But still... He's saying, screw you, whoever made the step chart. Seriously. That is fucking terrible. And that's the only one and is actually harder than what's been set to. The usual? Fuck off already. This one is pretty much bullshit already. This one is hard already. The other one is even harder. Okay, pretty much. If it's already here like that, then pretty much I would be saying the other one is even harder. Therefore, it is not a 23. Therefore, the other one that's a 30 is not a 30. So... this is already something I'm not even going into, so fuck off. Also, first of all, oops, and second, over there. I keep on pushing buttons. Whoops. Yeah. Oh. So yeah, pretty much the reason why I'm not going there is pretty much that. It's even worse. Fuck off. Oh, well. Also, why does it only have 2 difficulties? Did something get not loaded in here? I would potentially saying there is something not able to be loaded. The fuck, please? Also, I can't check for things in here because of the fact that if it turns out there's actually something, I'm going to be saying no on that one. If it turns out there's something else in here, or pretty much if there is actually a bit something that is actually here that is actually to be loaded, I do not know, because potentially I could have overwritten it because was this the one? I think that was the one. There were some secrets over in here, as well as some things that were overwritten. I am not sure if the overwritten part is the ones that are pretty much quote-unquote that I shouldn't have done those for whatever reason. Not sure. So yeah, pretty much not my fault if that's actually the case, because geez, why is everything not just in a pack? Why do you have to obfuscate it within something that can be played elsewhere? Seriously. This one might be potentially doable. No, actually, no, I'm seeing it already. It's mostly doubles, so fuck off with that already. Okay, then have it there then. Is the other one doable though? Actually, could be. No, wait a second, I said something. Doubles. Oh, still. Yeah, there is a barely there. So I might have another idea in terms of what I could be doing. It is similar to what I've done in terms of putting in the graph in here. But potentially I could be switching it up, so to speak. Like, have the step chart there, either there as well, or put to the side of in here. Because if one squints a little bit, I would be saying it is only visible within higher frame rates as well in terms of full screening it. It still is not as cleanly in here because, yeah, I might be potentially doing that one actually once I go back in terms of fixing that, depending. Either way, not there. Depending. I'm not really sure why it says 21. I would be saying something at the end. First of all, the usual. Second of all, there might be the reason why it has been heightened over in here. Only because of that section. So yeah, let's check it here then. I'm not going there because there isn't much, but still. Okay, yeah, fuck off with the stuff in between. This is the only reason why I would be potentially saying, yeah, it counts as a 30, because of bullshit in between. I would be potentially saying I should be actually going over for thingamajiggy. SPS on the radar itself, because let's see how bullshit that's going to look like. Would be potentially saying yeah, but in terms of everything else, not sure. Have it there, so no, it doesn't count as that because it's not counting in here. Yeah, there we go. Usually here as well. I would be actually hoping that there isn't Especially since there isn't much there, what the hell? Get away. Check it. Wasn't much. So what the hell is on medium then? Especially if there is stuff somewhere. I would like to go there because that's the 28 part. Okay, fuck off. That is the reason why it is when it's actually not even there. There might have actually been a 30 or something because of that section only. Fuck's sake.